Yes, what's going on, Kai Lifers? My name's Kai, this is Kai Life, and I'm excited about this one because it's back! Yes, the aggressive, over-the-top Mario football game that you probably forgot even ever existed. But if you did, and you've played it, then you've never stopped loving it. This is Mario Smash Football, which is originally Super Mario Strikers in North America, and it's just been re-released exclusively by the GameCube Classics portal on the Nintendo Switch 2. You cannot play this on the original Switch. Now I'm going to let the intro play out for you first. And there's the intro. Now in this video I'm going to break down how this performs in handheld mode, how it stacks up against the GameCube original, and what new features or tweaks you'll find. Now this is the main menu, and the first massive tweak in options is under visual options, because check this out, you can change the aspect ratio from its original retro vibe of 4:3, so that letterbox style, to widescreen 16:9 without warping the key HUD elements. Now this is amazing, because as you'll find, most games that are brought back from the GameCube era or any era which has that 4:3 letterbox ratio, you just get borders to your games, including Wind Waker, which you can play on the Nintendo Switch 2 in the GameCube Classics collection. This works so well being adjusted for this widescreen 16:9, because look, it looks like it's now native for the Nintendo Switch 2. Now there's a whole bunch of really exciting new goodies here. You've got the same modes though as on the GameCube original. So you've got Grudge Match, which is essentially just a quick play, quick match. Cup Battles, which is a sort of progressive tournament vibe with increasing difficulties. You play loads of trophies and unlockables, and not only do you get 4-player local multiplayer, but there's even online play on this. You do need to be friends with the person you're playing with. There isn't online matchmaking. Online matchmaking wasn't a thing when the GameCube was out, so it wasn't baked into the game in the original version, but it's awesome to be able to have the option of playing online against a friend. So you need that friend code, you need to make sure it's someone that you know. There isn't traditional matchmaking, but it's such an awesome feature to have. So let's go through some of the visual and technical improvements. Now the resolution for this on the GameCube, hilariously, was originally 480i. Now that's been upscaled to 1080p docked and 720p in a handheld, which is more than enough. You get a consistent 60 frames per second here on the Switch 2, versus what was quite often an unstable 30 FPS on the GameCube. Obviously loading is near instant thanks to the Switch 2, and obviously running an SSD versus the usual or the original GameCube hardware. The music and the effects feel really sharp and crisp, specifically crowd noise and goal screams feel really good. And as is the case with a lot of Switch 2 games, as we're finding, especially with these remasters, the controls feel tighter, input latency seems pretty much non-existent, and that's whether you're using the Joy-Cons attached, detached, or using the Pro Controller 1 or 2. Obviously for this video, I'm using the Pro Controller 2, but I've played this game with my Joy-Cons in traditional and conventional handheld mode. Now, as is the case then with these Nintendo Classics, you also get the option for a CRT filter if you want to have that sort of retro vintage TV screen. I can't believe I'm saying that, because that's what I grew up with. But what are some really cool enhancements then that you get with the Switch 2 version? So you get a rewind function. So a bit like in Mario Kart World, you can just jump back a few seconds if you make a mistake, or you're trying to trick out, or you're trying to super strike out, and it's a really cool little feature. Save states, you can pause anytime and save mid-match, which again is absolutely awesome. You've got updated control mapping as well, so whether you're playing with the Joy-Cons, the Pro Controller 1 or 2, or the GameCube controller, which of course works perfectly with this and is absolutely perfect if you're a Nintendo purist. So why am I saying that this is a must play? Listen, this game is awesome fun. If it hasn't taken you already from this video, look, you get super aggressive tackling. You get sort of chaos with the items, so you get items you can see in the top left and right hand corner on your teams, what you can use whenever you want, and just has all of that traditional classic Mario charm. There's that signature brutal energy which still hits super hard, maybe even harder with it being in 60 FPS. Crucially, this has way more attitude than Mario Strikers Battle League. The AI is tough, the goalies are awesome, the goalkeepers are great, even though, I mean, can I just say, by the way, I'm scoring some absolute bangers in this match. And the super strikes feel genuinely powerful. Like, it's really raw and it's super addictive. It might seem basic, but it's super addictive. Now, I've done a battery life test with this, and you get around 3 to 4 hours of constant gameplay, so I basically just kept it on, even when I wasn't necessarily playing a match. I got about 3 to 4 hours on the Switch 2, and the visual clarity holds up really, really well, even with the intense effects that you get from the tackles or the goal bursts or the crackles and the lightning strikes. So you can see the red shells. It's just awesome. It's got all of that Mario charm. It's so much fun. So look, genuinely, whether you're a nostalgic fan, whether you're an old guy like I am, or you're new to the series, look, Mario Smash Football is still one of the most entertaining Mario sports games ever made. Hands down. On the Switch 2, it runs smoother, obviously it loads faster, it feels way better to play than it did back in the day when I played it on my GameCube, and I loved it back then. And look, I know that that was cutting edge technology at the time, so anything always feels like the best when you're playing it, but this really does feel so much fun and smooth to play. Genuinely, the only downside that I felt is, oh my god, why can they not make this game but a modern version of it? Because this slaps. This game is so good, and so I'd love a fully fledged new game of this. Right, well that will wrap up this video then of Mario Smash Football. Let me know if you're playing this, if you've got your Switch 2. Let me know if this is the kind of game that could tempt you into picking up a Switch 2 if you don't have one already. I'd be surprised, but I wouldn't blame you because I'm having so much fun with this. And let me know what performance tests or games you'd love to see me play or review on the channel. But until the next video, you know what time it is. Take care, much love, and peace out. Thank you so much for watching the video, but wait, before you go, let me tell you about the joys of becoming a Kai Life member. That's right, by supporting the channel with a Kai Life membership, you'll get instant access to a whole chimney's worth of perks and incentives, and not just access to a bunch of exclusive channel emotes. That's right, aside from the unique emotes you can use in live streams to either support or troll the hell out of me, you'll also be bestowed with an ever more powerful Kai Life sword to show off your continued and valued support for the channel, ranging from a wooden weapon all the way up to the legendary sword. But that's not all. You'll also have access to members-only content such as member-exclusive videos, priority viewing of content in advance, a bonus competition entry to any giveaways I do on the channel, priority for playing along in multiplayer and community-based live streams, and pre, mid, and post-stream and pre-recorded video shoutouts. Listen, I always massively value the support of my viewers and community, and this is my way of giving back to you for your support to the channel. So become a Kai Life member today, grab your Kai Life sword, and join me on the journey. But until the next video, take care, much love, and peace out.